Hi, I'm Kate from HypnoTC, the Hypnotherapy Training Company, and this is just a really quick video about why we suggest to our students that it's a good idea to get their clients to pay in advance. Paying in advance. The very first thing that's really important is to get that client focused on change. Now, I'm sure you've already done this. When you've paid for something, you want to get your value for money. And when the very moment that that client pays for their hypnotherapy session, they're already focusing in their mind on getting value for their money. Whereas if they came for a hypnotherapy session, their mind to some extent is focused on whether it is worth the money. So they'll be going through that session looking for indicators of whether it is or isn't worth the money. The next thing is that it's about commitment. By paying, that client is committing to not only coming to the session, but they're committing to the change process. Again, back to value for money. It starts them to focus on their change rather than to think, will it be any good? So this whole mindset is really important. The mindset is on getting value rather than evaluating whether you're any good. The next thing is, it's really good for rapport, because if you have your clients paying at the start of the session, then that's the first thing you do. Oh, can you pay for your session now? If you do it at the end of the session, then it can interrupt the flow and it can sort of get clients thinking, oh, well, was it worth that? And they might start haggling, and even more of a challenge. At the end of a session, what will you do if your client then says, oh, I forgot to bring my wallet, or I forgot to bring my purse, or do you take this obscure card that nobody's ever heard of? So it can save a challenge. In addition, at the end of a session, you're pretty much to time, I suspect. So you really do want to just have your session ending smoothly rather than clients forgetting PIN numbers, having to look them up and everything like that. Beyond that, having a client pay in advance establishes therapeutic boundaries and it sets the tone for that relationship. And finally, ever heard of the term ghosting appointments? Well, perhaps one of your new competitors wants to affect your business. Perhaps a client isn't really that committed. And what people can do is they can book appointments and then just not turn up. Or they'll turn up for the appointment and then just say, oh, can you invoice me? And the email address they've given you is no longer addressed. So ultimately, it's a really good idea to get your client to pay in advance. If you have to cancel your room a day in advance, make sure your clients pay you 2 days in advance. Handy little business tip there. Now, in terms of business tips, on our Hypnotherapy Diploma course, we actually have a whole weekend all about how to manage your therapy practice. And if you'd like to find out more about our diploma course and how to become a really good, competent, confident hypnotherapist, then check out our website, hypnotc.com, or get in contact with us. We're always happy to help. But for now, thank you for watching.